the segment and talk to you about what it's going to be. And oh wait, I got to go back in time. Sorry, my Facebook friends. My YouTube live wasn't up yet. Let's see. Now we're live. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hacking Hollywood here. This is Noah. We're talking today about self-improvement in Mondays, which is going to be a new segment that I'm producing here and filming. And so today is all about just introducing it and what it's going to be about. So self-improvement Mondays is the thought of applying thoughts and knowledge about how to be better every day, right? And so being better as filmmakers, being better as people, being better as production people. So that's kind of the topic of what we're covering. And so these videos will be short and sweet and just kind of talk about some of the thoughts that I have, stuff that I'm working on to be better as an individual, like I said, as a filmmaker and as a production assistant or a production person. So today we're going to be talking about collaboration. So first topic of the series, and so it's the mindset of being a collaborator. And so most projects, most people, usually there's some sort of beneficial factor for both, whether it's a financial thing or whether it is a mutually beneficial thing for a project. Like I think there's a term in photography, it's like time for print. Yeah. Anyways, those kind of trade-offs are something that you have to be cautious about and aware of. And so you got to make sure that when you're collaborating with people, when you're asking people to do passion projects and doing favors, which I highly encourage you to do, is both work on other people's projects and have people work on yours. You got to make sure that you're compensating in some sort of way. Now, financially, it may not always be possible to compensate everybody, right, on every project. And even today, I still try really hard to find projects where I can book people and pay people money to work with me and be on projects. But the reality is some of the passion projects, some of the smaller projects that don't have any sort of financial backing, you still need help with. And filmmaking is a collaborative sport. And so I would definitely encourage you to think of ways that you can collaborate with people and trade off things. Now, another thing I would definitely recommend about collaborating is when you're first starting in the industry, you need to try your best to collaborate as much as possible with as many people as possible, but also be on projects that you actually finish. You know, you don't want to have a bunch of projects that you've just started randomly and haven't gotten to the end to. That's kind of one of my biggest weaknesses in filmmaking. Sometimes I have a number of projects that if I look back at, they weren't 100% done when we stopped working on them. And so that would be my encouragement to you. If you're wanting to be a filmmaker, collaboration is very helpful and it's a very key part of your success, I think. And then on top of that, when you ask people to work on a project with you, when you ask people for those favors, make sure that you come through with what you're asking and that the project is worthwhile, and there's some sort of beneficial thing that happens both on your end and on the other person's end. Now, that's what finances do, right? That's what money does when you pay somebody to work on your project with you, whether that be a professional or a friend, like any sort of monetary compensation, right? That's essentially saying or telling them that like the money is going to be what is beneficial to that other person, right? And so if you don't have money, you got to think of another thing that would be beneficial, a win-win, if you would, on both sides. So obviously money isn't everything, and each person is going to have their own determining factors of why they would choose to work on a project for free or why they wouldn't. And, you know, working for free is not for everybody. I personally have the mindset that I will try my best to do at least one, if not more than one, free project a year. And the reason for that is because it recenters me and reminds me that my life isn't all about money. There's other things in life that are important to me. And so it would be helpful for me to keep myself in check by doing an unpaid project, something that's not about money. It's about the art, it's about the passion, or it's about the story that we're trying to tell. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Monday when we talk more about this. Now, tonight, let me see what's on the schedule for tonight. I believe, let's see, I'm going to be talking, oops, wrong button. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about the gear in the order that you need it. So we're going to be talking about when you're first starting off in filmmaking, what is the first thing you should buy, and the thing after that, and the thing after that. What is important to spend money on, and what can you hold off on to a later period of time. So I'll see you tonight.